All right. Well,
there you go.
Okay. We get a lot of instructions coming from this system, so you can't talk until they're done talking. But anyway, welcome. This is the Prosperity Nexus team call for Wednesday, February 24th. Glad you could join us here this afternoon, no matter where you are in the country here. And you can access, if you're not online yet, you can access the screen share at meeting.prosperitynexus.com. And with that, want to talk to you today about. Hey, Michael, can you turn those beeps off by any chance?
There, hang on. Let me mute his. Let me put us in lecture mode here. There you go.
Well, I think it's the you can turn off the beep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, I don't have a lot of updates or anything like that to share with you that I could think of anyway, other than I know Titum is still looking for testimonials. They are looking for testimonials from our team. Okay, I did speak with John Bain, the owner of Titum. So, I think that email went out maybe 2 weeks ago now. It was the same email that contained the big announcement. He also had the instructions on how to call in and record your testimonial, I think like 1 minute long or something like that. So you want to do that. It only helps you. Well, it helps Titum, of course, and it helps you as well. So, take care of that this week. Make a commitment to do that. My recommendation anyway. Anything else before we get into this, Michael, that you can think of? Oh.
No, I don't.
I'll take that as a no.
Good.
Okay. All right, good deal. Well, let's talk about nurturing your list. This is something that I started to learn when I got into this industry 6 years ago. The idea really being that when someone opts in and takes a look at our program or your website for the first time, they're probably not going to buy the first time they see it, right? It's a process. And, people say that someone needs to see something up to 7 times before they actually buy, okay? And, so that's kind of what we're talking about here, but it's different than the autoresponders. The autoresponders, they're going to get those, for I think they run for 2 months or 3 months or whatever it is. I mean, the autoresponders, they're going to get those for a long time, okay? But what we're talking about is complementing the autoresponders with your own personal emails or your own personal broadcast emails. And because you can really do some powerful, I can hear somebody's television or something in the background.
No, I'm trying to change things here a little bit. So sorry about that.
Okay. Anywho, we're talking about being able to share some personal information, have your prospects get to know you a little bit through email. Because honestly, people want to. Hold on 1 second. We just gotta. It's kind of. I'm hearing a racket in the background. What are we doing, Michael?
Nothing.
I'm hearing I'm hearing a ton of noise.
Well, I've got you muted on my phone, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, I'm just hearing movement and whatever. But anyway, sorry guys. Anyway, your prospects really want to know a couple of things, right? They want to get to know you, right? They want to know that you're a real person and you're not just a website and hiding behind a website. And also, they want to know that if they decide to join you, that they're making a good decision. Okay, obviously, nobody wants to make a bad decision. So, a couple of things that I recommend doing, and then I'm going to show you some examples. But some things that I recommend doing is sharing some personal information with them. Okay, we all have a bio now on our websites. If you don't have a bio on your website, you should. Okay, but share with your prospects on your list information about yourself and why you decided to get started with the business, because that's going to answer their question of, well, hey, if this guy did it, I guess it's a good decision, right? And plus, they're going to get to know a little bit about you. So that's one thing I highly recommend doing. Also, you're going to want to share information about the training and support that you're receiving, okay? The training and the support that they'll receive, okay? I mean, this training website, if you've been involved in other home-based businesses specifically, and honestly, even some just other more traditional businesses, that this training site is worth, infinite amount of money, quite frankly. So, the training and support is essential, but nothing is more important than really the two hot buttons that you want to convey to your prospects is time freedom and money, okay? They can have time freedom and they're going to make money. And those are really the two most important things that you want to convey. And rather than just talking about it, I want to show you some examples, and then maybe the other guys can kind of jump in and share some ideas as well. But this is certainly not pretty, but I just copied a few of my emails and pasted them into this WordPress site here just to kind of be able to show them to you online. But a couple of things that you can do to add value, okay? We want to get people to open our emails, okay? So we want people to, and honestly, you're going to have 10, maybe 20% of your list is going to actually open your emails. But there are people that aren't opening your emails that we might want to get to open your emails. That's how you could add value or have giveaways. And we have a couple on the site that we probably haven't publicized too much, but they're available for you to use. One is our GPT report. Let me click on this and show you what we got here. This basically is a report that tells people that a top tier business like ours blows MLM and network marketing out of the water. It's a pretty long report. I recommend you read it, but this is something you can send to your prospects that will, it's a giveaway. People like free stuff, and this would be free stuff. Another one is simply called free gift. So it's prosperitynexus.com/free gift. And it's 3 ebooks that they can download. It's Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and The Richest Man in Babylon. So, again, it's a giveaway. They can download them absolutely free. They don't have to opt into a capture page or anything like that. People on a list appreciate that. Oh, here's another thing before I show you the emails. I highly recommend, I like to put my blog in, not everyone, but I put my blog link in a majority of the emails that I send out. But I recommend, most people I know on the team don't have a blog, but you should all have a LinkedIn profile. And put the link to your LinkedIn profile at the end of your email. This is mine, so this is what they're gonna see, and it's I guess relatively impressive. So, you want people to be able to see that you're a professional. So, again, you don't have a blog probably, but put a link to your LinkedIn profile there. It just adds a level of professionalism and kind of sets you apart from a lot of the other crap that they're getting in their inbox, quite frankly. But let me show you a couple of, what I call, I don't know if they're nurturing emails, but they're emails that I'm looking to get people to open them up. I'm looking to, and of course, my ultimate goal is to make money. This turned out to be the best email I ever sent. I think I made 4 sales directly off of this one email that I sent out. And I sent it out almost 2 years ago now. It was April of 2014. And this is the exact email that I sent. I went outside and I took a picture of my yard. There was snow on it on April 16th, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Now, I already knew I was moving out to Arizona a month later, but I went on to tell the people on my list that, hey, I was moving out somewhere warm. I was sick of the snow. And quite honestly, the reason that I was able to do that is that I work from home full time, and you can too, get started with me basically, and you can have this type of freedom as well. So this, while I don't think I ever used the word freedom, this email was basically talking about that personal and financial, that time freedom that we talk about. I was able to pick up and move because I wanted to. Here's another one. We talk about money, right? Okay. Now this is not, anybody can do this because I'm not telling them in this email how much money I'm making. I just say, hey, I can help you make $120,000 or more in the next 12 months, right? That's $10,000 a month. That's the number we always talk about here. And, you know, so I tell them that, hey, they're going to get training. They're going to get team training. They're going to get one-on-one training. And, you know, if this is the kind of income you want to make sure you check this website out again and then get back to me. So, you know, that's another idea that everybody on the team can have. Even if you're not making any money, you can use this. And last example that I put up here was actual results, okay? So obviously if you're not having results, you can't use actual results. But what you can do is use results of somebody else on the team. If you're sitting on a call and, you know, Ed says he made 20 grand last month, you know, you write an email and you go, hey, my business partner Ed made 20 grand last month. This business is awesome, you know. So you can do that. Use third parties or, you know, whatever the term is to validate the business and to validate the income potential. I don't ever recommend lying, okay, but, you know, if you're someone that's not making enough money that it's impressive, use someone else's, okay? That works. And then you'll put yourself into a position where you can actually use your real results next time. So, and this actually was an email inviting him to a call, okay? So you know how we have that kind of that boilerplate or that template. I just edited it a little bit. So, you know, to put a personal touch on there. I think we talked about that maybe last week, how, you know, don't always just use that email as it is. Make sure you add a personal touch. So that's typically what I do is I'll add a personal touch to that template. And do I have anything else? Okay, that one I ended with my blog and my phone number. Okay, I do recommend, I don't do it all the time, but I do recommend having your phone number at the end of the email, you know, in case somebody wants to call you. Always put your landing page link in the emails. Okay, you want to send them back to the website. Don't assume that they even know what the heck you're talking about when you're talking about your business. Okay, and I know I do it too, when you're typing up an email, you're assuming that everybody's always reading your emails. They are not. Okay, so you know, keep that in mind. Make sure you send them back to your website every single time, and you know, and that's pretty much it. So, you know, the point of this was really to not give you information to copy from, but to get your mind working and to give you ideas on how to approach your autoresponder list, how to kind of engage them, you know, hopefully, and, you know, how to get more sales from them. And this is really a tried and true approach. You know, people want to know that you're a real person. They want to know that there's money. That most of the people on our list are looking, well, most people in the world are looking for more freedom and more time freedom for sure. So that's the kind of stuff that you want to focus on. And with that, guys, I'm not sure if everybody's muted or not, but leadership guys, do you have anything to add to that? Everybody probably does things a little bit differently.
No, Steve, this is Michael, and I apologize for the phone noise a bit ago. I was having trouble with my phone, and I had it and the computer audio going at the same time, so I apologize for that. Didn't realize that.
Oh, hey, no problem. Ed just Skyped me and said he's muted.
Well, okay. I'm not sure which number he is.
He didn't call in on the host line. He didn't call in as a host.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I'm going to put us on Q. He can press *6 or *7, one or the other. I'm not sure which in Q&A, but one or the other. Ed, go ahead and try both, *6 or *7, and let's see what happens here. Are you there, Ed? Okay. Maybe that's you. Ed, is that you? Hello? Who's at area code 863?
Why don't we just take everybody off of mute?
Yeah.
We're all friends here.
Okay.
Can we mute people individually if there's too much background noise?
Yeah, we can. We sure.
Yeah, that's easier.
There you go.
Hey guys, it's Ed.
Hey, there we go.
I had been shooting Michael a Skype trying to get the conference moderator code, but it's not in the.
We shared that a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah, I missed it. No problem. I'm here. One thing about what you were sharing on the LinkedIn and putting it, if you don't have a blog, one quick and simple thing I do is I add it to my email signature. I always make sure that I've created a signature in your email and I've added my LinkedIn page down there. So when you're sending a follow-up email to everybody, and you should be sending it out not only nurturing, but obviously every time you first contact somebody, you want to send them a quick follow-up email. Make sure you got that in your link. They can check you out a little more because they're going to try, I assure you. They're going to try to find out more about you before they get back with you.
Yeah, and just the same way when you're sending a broadcast, like this is kind of what I was talking about, but by the same token, you're right, include it in your initial email correspondence with them too, because you're absolutely right. They're gonna, I know I do it. I do it with people when I talk to them. I Google them. I want to see who the heck they are. I mean, not every single prospect,
it's
but
good for baby boomer, and it's good for
absolutely, yeah.
advertising your dance.
Somebody's talking behind, but and the reason I mentioned that is because I always want to do a broadcast email each week to invite people, or whether you're doing it with nurturing. I'm always, but I'll just talk about a blast email every week. For example, I go over, I copy my email signature from my inbox, or when I'm going to create an individual email, and I'll paste it in the blast email to continue to nurture. Just a simple example, and there's my link. So when I'm inviting them to the call each Wednesday and each Thursday, down at the bottom in my email signature, they've got a little extra about me to go click and find out more on my LinkedIn page.
Yep.
Same principle here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. Hey, another thing that I kind of forgot to mention was sharing successes. That's kind of the same thing, but it doesn't always have to be money. Obviously the driving factor and the big hook for the business is certainly the time, freedom, and money. But, by sharing that, hey, you placed an ad and you got 10 leads, let's just say, because most people in business, and especially most people that have been involved in home-based businesses, they haven't had a lot of success generating leads, which is typically what causes their lack of success, not enough leads. So, if you have you place a Craigslist ad, or you do a ringless voicemail, or whatever the heck you're doing, and, you get 10 leads, you get 10 voicemail messages, or you get 10 opt-ins, whatever the case may be, share that with the people, because I tell you, it's going to be impressive. They're going to be impressed. So, even, share your little successes, I guess is my point, because what you think might be a small success is really, to the majority of people, a major success. So, and much more impressive than you probably think it is. I remember when I first got started, and I would share with people that, I got 5 leads into my autoresponder or something like that, and you'd be amazed at the response. I mean, it would be like, how the heck did you do that? And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that is impressive, So, share your successes. If you're working this business full time and you go play golf on Tuesday, hey, share that with your list, because most people are working on Tuesday. So those are the kind of things that we're trying to get across to you today to start emailing out to the folks on your list, and you'll be amazed at the results and the response that you'll get.
Hey, Steve, Ed, on the flip side, like you're talking about the golf issue, don't forget what else tugs at people's heart. Attended my kid's soccer game today, or whatever the case may be, a play or whatever. It's your kids or grandkids. Our target market, typically that 40 to 65 or 70 range, will remember about the grandkids, their kids, being able to do things that other people that have a 9 to 5 can't do because you were busy at 3:30 in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever it may be.
Yeah, really, really good point. I forget since my kids are a little bit older now, but yeah, no, that's a major thing, And when my kids were at that age in 2009 when I first got into this, that I could make all the little league and soccer games and all that stuff. So I mean, it really is important. I mean, ultimately, it's what life is all about, and We talk money, 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 but it's that time freedom that's really what people are looking for. They just may not know it.
That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, they can make money at a job, really.
Yeah.
I mean, some people make real good money, but what are they missing out of life besides that?
Yep.
In fact, that's the people we really want to do business with that have money or can at least get financed. So what are they missing? Think about that.
Exactly. Hey, anybody else? I think we're unmuted, so if you have any questions or if I went over anything too fast, now's your time to speak up.
Steve, just to go ahead.
No, go ahead, Michael. I can wait. Go ahead.
Well, I don't want to take over from you, but just real quick while you're on the send broadcast email page, Steve.
Uh-huh.
We encourage people to send broadcast emails out in preparation or to send people to our call on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
But people can do that anytime. You can send one broadcast email every 24-hour period if that's what you want to do. So you could send one every single day if you wanted to. So just bear that in mind. The other thing you can do if you want to out of the system is you can send individual emails, but it's probably a whole lot better to send them a personal email from your Gmail account or whatever you normally use. But that broadcast email feature is available for you to use anytime and all the time.
Yeah, I mean, just to let you know, too, this email I noticed, this was probably from last year or something like that, but the second email where I'm like telling people that, hey, I can help them make $10,000 a month, basically, I put the call in the PS. Okay, people will read the PS. They may not read the body of the email, but they're going to look at the PS. So utilize PSs after your signature. Great. Because they will get read, just like. Let me see if I can scroll down here. This didn't format properly when I copied and pasted it, but I mean this. So Steve is supposed to be down below, but we have this 100% financing now available. Right up at top before the email even starts. That's going to get noticed. And believe me, I know it gets noticed because I get calls and people are interested in the financing. So that's another place where, hey, you don't have to put 100% financing. You can put the call information there, right? Put it right up at top, and then send your email. So maybe your call invitation is not specifically a call information. It's to share some other information with them, but you're also letting them know about the call on Thursday. So those are other things you can do to kind of mix it up a little bit so they're not getting the same exact email every week. Because trust, if they're getting the same email every week, they're going to stop reading it after a while. Anybody else? Charlotte, did you have something? Oops.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay, great. I just had a couple things. First of all, I listened to the Saturday call today, and I just wanted to say I really liked Barry's affirmation. I wrote it down. And also about those sample emails you went over. I heard a lot of good stuff on the call today, but I just wanted to comment, Steve, that snow picture, that's always been one of my favorites. I just think that was a brilliant idea.
I've used that before. Yeah, and it wasn't even planned. It was taken truly out of frustration. I couldn't believe it was still snowing in April. So, I mean, but then I was like, hey, I got this picture. What should I do with it? So, yeah. I mean, and think about that. If you're doing something fun on a weekend, snap a picture, and you can send it out. You can add pictures to your broadcast. Where the heck was that? You can add pictures to your broadcast emails. I think it's here. Insert image. Yep, so you can do that. So, yeah, do it. Visuals, people are visual, for the most part. So, you can craft the best email ever, and it can be like, a literary masterpiece. But if you have a picture, that's, picture's worth 1,000 words. Thank you. So, and it's true, and you add those images like that, and you're also more apt to get your emails read.
Especially if it's something with you in it, Steve. I mean,
yes,
because they're looking to do business with you.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not just something that looks like it's grabbed off the internet, couldn't even be you. If you're out having fun or relaxing, somebody snap either a selfie or somebody of you, hey, post it. That's what they're looking to do to get to know you.
Yep. Definitely. Good stuff. Anybody else? I guess just speak up. We have no star 6s or anything right now, so.
Quiet group.
Yeah. While we're waiting, if you haven't set up your LinkedIn profile yet, and you don't have really any presence on the internet, I highly recommend doing it. We did a pretty good training on it, I think, a couple of weeks ago. It's just really important because, like I had mentioned earlier in the call, people are going to research you. They just are, and what are they going to find? Google yourself. What are they going to find? You want them to find you. If you have a pretty common name, you're going to want them to find you, and also you want them to find positive stuff. Okay, you don't want the first thing that they see to be negative.
And Steve, if my mind went ahead while you were talking, that's why you're creating, or one of the reasons you're creating a LinkedIn, is because you will be recognized. And when they Google you up, boom, there's your LinkedIn, and they'll click on that and find your LinkedIn page. That's a very quick and easy way to get noticed on the internet. Is create a LinkedIn profile, make it look decent, and have a decent picture. Make sure that's important. People, that you're marketing yourself.
Yes.
Then your business.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. It's very important. There are other sites out there. We haven't really covered them. Certainly, if you just have Facebook right now, you can certainly use that. But LinkedIn is better for business. It's just a more professional. It's a more professional look.
And especially, Steve, big ticket. We're doing big ticket here, guys. Facebook's great for a $49 product, even a $100 product.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to remember the clientele you're looking for are more professionals or somebody that's willing to dig in your pocket for a $2,000 or $22,000 product. Those are LinkedIn. That's where you're going to find a major bit of your clientele, in my opinion.
But we have the lesser products now.
What?
The lesser expensive, don't we?
Who's this? Who's talking?
This is Marianne in Arkansas.
Oh, hey, Marianne. Not that we're aware of.
Point being,
I think I may know what you're talking about, and that's something may be coming. Yeah.
Yeah. But for now, and where you want to make the big money in your business, in your item P&T business, is going to be people that have or are willing to, when they see a good opportunity and a good business model, willing to throw out $2,000, $3,500, $6,500, $12,500, $22,000 without a blink. Because and so my point is, those people are your professional people, most likely. Somebody that really is not going to hesitate or has those finances available to them, you're going to find a lot of them on LinkedIn.
Yes. Very true. Anything else before I guess we wrap up?
Questions or comments?
Are we doing this kind of stuff? Is this like brand new? I mean, if it's brand new, hopefully this will help you to kind of jog your mind and get you doing some more money making activities, because this will help you. I know we kind of went through it maybe a little quickly, but I think you get the idea. You want to share with them personal information. You want to share with them positive results. Obviously keep it positive. Don't send out, hey, I didn't make a sale this week, but join me anyway. I mean, that's probably not going to work. And focus on time, freedom, and money. Those are those are the big hot points for this business, and any business. That's what people are looking for.
Steve, that's a great question. By the way, sorry to interrupt. If anybody did you get anything out of this? Is this type of content, what we're doing here, helping you?
Mm-hmm.
That way we can focus and do more of it. But if you don't get feedback, then we're going to pick topics. We want to pick topics on what's working for you.
Yeah, this is Ed from California.
You may not want us picking topics. Hey, Ed.
Yes, these calls definitely help. I realize time and time again, I'm a bit from the old school where you shook a hand, and if you didn't talk to them in person or on the phone, you didn't make contact, But in reality, with what we have on the Internet, LinkedIn, everything else, we got so much available tools to get ourselves known. And this has helped me realize that I really have to do something a little bit more about that. I'm definitely going to be using my Send broadcast more often. I'm going to be taking more pictures of who I am, my family, what I'm doing to make myself real. Because you can't necessarily do it on a phone call. It's very difficult to establish that kind of a relationship on a phone call. If there's pictures involved, it's going to help a lot. So I got a lot out of this. Thank you.
I guarantee.
Oh, good.
I guarantee you, Ed, you're on the right path, my friend. Today, to get people to be in that mindset of wanting to shake your hand, they're going to do a little background. They want to know a little more about you. Before it was, especially people in different cities. It's not stuff you see at the grocery store or people you walk up and meet like old school like you're talking about, Ed. But nowadays, people in other states, wherever, countries, they want to know a little more before they're going to give you any more of their intimate time on the phone or wherever because of all the nonsense on the Internet and people that are being scammed. And so it's just going to put a positive light on you. The more you can do that, the more they're willing to let you share and show and ultimately trade dollars.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, that made me think. I just wanted to show you something real quick too. Maybe a little off topic, but on Ed's topic. This is my blog, and so I want people to know about me. So I have a picture of myself. I say all this, my background and stuff. Picture of my kids from last year at a baseball game. I guess that's the only pictures. But I wanted to show you, if you go over to LinkedIn, I just found this out. It's probably been here for a year or so, but I just found out that you can do this. Okay, whatever. Let me just find out where to do it. But you can add blog posts on LinkedIn. I just got to find where to do that.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Because I've done it. I'm just not sure how the heck I found it. Oh, it must be up here.
I believe it's posts.
Well, must be up. Is it job posting? Sorry, guys. We're figuring this out together. Let's see. Where the heck was it?
Check your Homer profile.
Yeah, maybe it's over here. No, not Homer. I'll go to profile, maybe.
Your updates, I believe, is...
I don't think. Let me just see something here. Hold on. Posts. Okay, this is it. Posts.
Yeah, there's posts.
Okay. So you can click here. Write a new, well, here, I'll show you an existing one rather than showing you a blank page. Okay. It lets you upload. That's a picture that where the heck did it go here? That's a picture that I uploaded. I just grabbed it off the Internet, okay? And it allows you to, that picture that you see there, dream big, set goals, take action, that's a picture I uploaded. Here's a video that I uploaded. So you can upload a video to your post as well, or pictures. So, you can write one that starts off, hey, meet Ed, and that's where you can have you can put your pictures and stuff like that. So just wanted to show you that you don't need a blog to be able to kind of do this stuff now. And, LinkedIn's absolutely free, and it's pretty easy, Maybe you gotta search for stuff. It's not the most intuitive site out there, but it's gets the job done, and it ranks really well as well.
It's a quick and easy way for you to be able to have a website without having to pay for a website.
Yes.
You're already creating your profile, and just like you, Steve, I found this about 6 months ago. The posting started doing different things. You can put all your personal stuff there and never have to pay to host a website.
Yeah, and then you publish it, and once you start to build up a contact list on LinkedIn or whatever. I don't know what they call them, but connections. Once you build up a connection list, when you publish a post, everybody's going to get a link that says, hey, Steve just published a post. And I've kind of noticed it's kind of sort of like Facebook where people will say, hey, great post or whatever, you know. But, hey, it's nice to know people are looking at it anyway. So, yeah, no, it's a really, really good tool for if for no other reason to allow you to have, you know, give you your little piece of the internet. So it's a, you know, benefit from that standpoint for sure.
Make sure you're adding value to your post. You know what I mean? Not just all market, make money when you're on LinkedIn. Well, in anywhere now is so much. That's so prevalent everywhere. Make sure you're adding a little value and to whatever you're posting. It'll help a little bit.
Yep.
Most people don't want to look at it more and more or share it, which is the ultimate goal.
Yes. Yeah, I think people have got, you know, they've gotten to the point where, you know, just spamming them doesn't work anymore. Did you want to say something, John?
Yes. Yeah, with LinkedIn, I've, you know, joining lots of groups that are somewhat similar to what you're in, and like Ed just said, adding value without promoting yourself is really good. You know, you get on a thread and you see it, and you just add something short and sweet, and you keep doing that. Then LinkedIn starts updating your contributions on the right side and tells you you're at different levels. And next thing you know, you got people contacting you because you've added so much value. They want to talk to you individually and stuff. So that's a really good thing to do.
Yeah, good point. I haven't really done that. I'm in some groups. I think you can join like 30 groups or 50 groups or something like that.
Absolutely.
But you're right. Now, you don't want to do this for 8 hours a day every day. But it's probably a good idea to do it a couple times a week, right, John? And, you know, maybe give some contributions a couple times a week.
Yeah, I've been slack because I've been doing something else, and I'm going to get back to it. But I used to get on it once a day on all the groups that I was in, and I used to quickly open them up and see what people were posting, and then I would add my 2 cents in without, by the way, making anybody else wrong, because sometimes people say stuff you disagree with, and then you go blah. I would just say, great point, Dave, and I have another take on this that I'd use. Then I'd say something like that, and then people would respond to me. And I wouldn't spend very much, but 10 or 15 minutes a day, and then I'd get a really good rating from the number of posts that I did. And I haven't done this yet, but some other friends of mine have done the same thing with Facebook by joining a whole bunch of Facebook groups and kind of doing the same thing, which I haven't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point. Remember your negativity, man. You don't want to get yourself. I think you're an idiot. Or, you know, yeah, obviously. I think most people have the common sense not to do. You don't want to steer them away from you. Be careful with your comments. Keep it neutral, like John said. Good idea.
Yeah, no, some people actually do get really, you know, they want to strut their chests out there, and even if they're right, it's offensive. You know, it's supposed to be social media, social networking, and if you get too intense, even politically and things like that, and start making comments, you know, you don't know how many people that you've just turned off to you, you know?
Yep.
Use your common sense.
I do think, from my experience anyway, it seems like, you know, the people who run the groups on LinkedIn take them more seriously, whereas on Facebook, they can become a spam fest after a while. Probably not all of them, but I mean, the ones that I'm in that are more targeted to network marketing and multi-level marketing and direct sales, they start off with good intentions, and they just become a spam fest with people dropping links in there all the time. So, you know, I think you're going to build better relationships and rapport with LinkedIn than Facebook, but hey, do them both. I think most of us do them both. So yeah. The whole giving more than receiving concept really works well. Yep.
Like Ed said, content value. You know, the tendency is you know, in the back of your head, you sort of know I'm doing this also because I do want to promote and make sales, but at the same time, you almost got to forget that concept and just give, and you'd be surprised what happens, you know?
I'll tell you that we just saved everybody on this call $300 to $500 because all those Facebook courses, the good Facebook courses that teach you how to build relationships on Facebook and I mean this applies for LinkedIn too, but how to build relationships on Facebook and ultimately get people to join your business. It's all with exactly what we've been talking about here. You add value, you don't ever pitch, and you wait because they'll eventually ask you about your business.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yep. It takes a little longer, but it works. It's much more effective, and you'll build you'll have a much better prospect because of it.
Oh yeah, and plus that prospect is almost like your warm market spot. That could be, because then if he does come in, he's not a stranger coming in. He's somebody that already has respect and rapport with you, and he's more apt to actually follow your advice, and you're going to get your one-up and things like that too,
Yep.
That's a great point about our business model in general. You got to understand, to do what we're talking about doing here, same thing on building this business. It's a process, and it's over time. You have an opportunity to do these things, to learn, to build followings, and to build sales and revenue and build a business. It's sad to see people come in and 2 months later they haven't made a pot of gold and they're gone away. This isn't some we always talk about that. So keep that in mind. There's some things you do as you build, and if it's 6 months, a year, 2 years, so what? You're doing it from home, and you start making some significant money when you do all of these things. So that concept slapped me in the face again when we're talking about building LinkedIn and it's the same thing as building our business model. Be in it for the long haul, and just do a little every day. Be productive in what you're trying to accomplish, adding value to people's lives. Be an attractor factor when you do that. You will attract people when you're all about positivity and attracting and adding value.
Yep. Yeah. Now, obviously, you don't have to do all this stuff. I mean, people have gotten, you can make money off of this without barely getting on the internet. You don't have to do this stuff. But for the majority of people, this is all really positive stuff to do. That is not hard. It's just different, maybe than what you've done in the past. To really give yourself a really solid foundation to to have a long-lasting business here.
Well, this is Ed from California again.
Hey.
The way I see it, it's a way of developing personality and character without having to be in front of the person and constantly calling and talking to them about who you are. You're developing it using the internet and making people, having people the opportunity to see who you are.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing and it's done in a different way. Yep. Using today's technology.
I don't spend a lot of time on this, Steve. I'll be honest, so people don't get scared away from it. I literally a couple hours a week most.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's about creating a positive and professional. So when you talk to them, that's the key. Being able to communicate when you get them on the phone. But don't get scared of it. Just do a little at a time and do it consistently.
Yeah, if something becomes overwhelming, you're not going to do it. So
right.
You take baby steps and you just start to do a little here, a little there. And then before you know it, then you have a nice looking profile and you have connections and you're starting to get it to work for you. So that goes for anything, not just LinkedIn. That's the whole business in general.
And ultimately, talking to them on the phone. You're developing a relationship. Be able to communicate effectively, and if they like you, that's what's really going to help benefit. And they'll go look at your stuff or spend money with you.
Mm-hmm.
So just know have a conversation, be likable, and guide them through some information. Sorry, John, didn't mean to step on you.
No, that's all right. I was going to say it also goes hand in hand with the training of what a burning desire is. If you really have a burning desire to grow this business so it's stable and you have a lot of relationships that are working, you're helping them, you're feeling good, they're helping their people. That burning desire is what pushes you to start doing some of these things anyway, because instead of just what's in it for me, how can I get a sale, you've got a burning desire for your own time, freedom, and income, but you realize that to do that, you got to be given something. And so if you really have a burning desire to give, then this whole business starts taking on a different element rather than just, how come I don't have a sale yet? I've been in it 2 months. I don't have a sale. You don't even think about the sale. You think about what you're adding value to, and then you start going, wow, I got a sale. And it changes around like a 180-degree reverse vector, you know?
And John, also to tag on to that, you start looking at, well, how many people can I communicate with today? How many people can I help change their lives? How many contacts? And it's all about contacts. If you're not getting that yet, we've talked about it before. If you look back in your PNC contacts list and you've got 50 people or 100 people or 200 people, guess what? You should be talking to people, getting the leads, and again, that's either buying them, generating them, or go out on the streets and start meeting people everywhere you go and start be willing to talk to them, because it is strictly related to how many people you strike up a conversation with, whether it be person, internet, buy leads, or what have you, that you have an opportunity to make a sale. And it's going to take several people to go through the information to be able to get enough and to have enough time, because we're also time sensitive. I got 10 minutes, I got 5 minutes, I got 2 minutes, and I'm gone off to the next thing. So it's going to take enough people to talk to get them filtered down, fill your sales funnel. Just be aware of that and get better. The better you are at communicating, talking to people, and making them like you, man, you'll have sales. Just keep filling the funnel, as we always say.
Yeah, I mean, I think a good metric to use for that, and then maybe we'll just wrap this up. But you know, you should expect 1 to 2 sales for every 100 people you have in your marketing system. Now, there are people that are going to be much better closers, and they're going to have a much better ratio than that. And you know, there are some other factors, you know, depending on if you're talking to people, you're not talking to people, what kind of rapport you built, and all that type of stuff. But you know, that's a good number to count on, I think. And you know, looking at my numbers, you know, that holds true basically. You know, I'm probably maybe a little bit better than that, but you know, those are tried and true numbers in this industry going back forever. So you know, you can pretty much look at your back office, see how many leads you got, and you know, that way you can kind of know what your expectations should be. Again, those numbers aren't perfect, but they're pretty solid numbers. And with that, guys, I think we'll wrap up. You know, hopefully you got. I mean, we kind of ended up all over the place, but I think you hopefully you got some really good information from this call. Don't forget to invite your folks. You know, getting back to sending out broadcasts. Invite your folks to the call tomorrow night. Let's pack it. Okay, that call does close people. That's what it's designed for, and it actually does it. So, you know, get your prospects to the call, and let's make some money. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us, then, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Have a great day, everybody.
Take care.
Have a great day, folks. Bye.